Hey Canucks fans, the Vancouver Canucks had defeated the Ottawa Senators 4-2. My favorite score at Rogers Arena. Let's talk about what I liked, let's talk about what I didn't like, and let's talk about one other thing. But first, let's get to all the goals. Vancouver starts off the scoring, a minute 43 in. Nate Schmidt actually, Colin White is in his own corner to Matt Murray's right, puts the puck up the middle. It's rolling, it's kind of almost bouncing, and Nate Schmidt one times it past Matt Murray, 1:43 into the game, and the Canucks are up 1-0. So it only took them 103 seconds to do something they couldn't do all of Thursday night, and that was put a puck past Matt Murray. So 1-0 Canucks early. Then 7 minutes later, Ottawa ties it up. Bit of a weird play, actually. It came after a play where the fourth line of Virtanen, Highmore, and Boyd actually dominated in the Ottawa zone, but it gets down to the other end. A puck gets centered, and Colin White and Jake Virtanen are both battling for it. And it wasn't exactly a hard shot. In fact, it was a White shot that goes off of Virtanen's either skate or stick and gets past surprise Holtby. That's Colin White from Brown and Dadonov. 8:32 into the first period. Now it's 1-1, and that's how the first period ends. Second period, only one goal, power play goal, and it was after Matt Murray left the game. It was on that power play, or it was the penalty that caused the power play. Matt Murray makes a save, then trips Jake Virtanen as he's extended. So we don't know what Matt Murray's injury was, but then Holberg had to come in, and then Besser takes advantage on that power play. Great wrist shot from the circle where he scores a lot of his goals now. 4:45 in the second period. It was Besser from Hughes and JT Miller, and it is now 2-1 for Vancouver. That's how it ends. The second period ends. So the Canucks are going into the second period, into the second intermission with that 2-1 lead. And then third period, Ottawa scores to tie it up. And it was after a 5-on-3 actually that the Canucks couldn't score on. So the Canucks don't score on a 5-on-3 after after two penalties on the same play, one for cross-checking, one for high sticking. And despite having possession for the entire 4 minutes, they can't score. And then pretty much right after that, Dadonov scores unassisted, beats Myers down one side, takes a shot, it goes off Myers' stick and over a surprise. Holtby, I think I said Holtby was surprised on both Ottawa goals because I think he was surprised on both Ottawa goals. So Dadonov ties it up, and his second point of the game, 11:52. So with 8 minutes left to go, it's a tie game. But then right after that, 2 minutes later, Tanner Pearson scores. Great goal. It was from Hamonic up to Horvat, over to Pearson, and almost the same spot where Besser scored from, that left circle. It was also a wrist shot like Besser's goal, but instead of going high over Holberg's shoulder, it was actually past low blocker, but same side, and he scores. 13:45 in, so 6 minutes left. Pearson from Horvat and Hamonic. Of course, Ottawa pulls their goalie. Then JT Miller scores into the empty net. His second point of the game from Tyler Motte, which is great to see, first game back, and Bo Horvat. Horvat's also second point of the game. So, and that was that cinched it with 54 seconds left, and the Canucks win 4-2. So now let's talk about what I liked, what I didn't like, and one other thing. What I liked, a lot of things. I like the fact that the Canucks outshot the Senators 34-28. I love that they smoked them in the face-off circle 69-31%. I love the Canucks special teams. I said I did not like the Canucks special teams when they lost on Thursday 3-0 to Ottawa. I love their special teams tonight. They went 1 for 4 on their power play, although I didn't like the fact that they didn't score on their two-man advantage. I'll get to that in a second. But they did kill off all six of the Ottawa penalties, all 6 of the Ottawa power plays, I should say. And Ottawa didn't look that dangerous. Holtby played well, but he didn't have to go too crazy like Toronto crazy. So I thought the Canucks power play, penalty kill, was really good. And I don't think it's a coincidence at all that it happens on a night that Tyler Motte returns to the lineup. And I talked about that in my vlog earlier today. I said, yes, Motte will solidify the bottom 6, but more importantly, or just as importantly, he's going to help solidify our penalty kill. A penalty kill that only went 2 for 4 on Thursday night against Ottawa. Tonight, it went 6 for 6. And I think that was the biggest difference in the game. So actually, the Canucks led in the hits, 19-17. They led in block shots, 19-9. So they did better than Ottawa in a lot of the hustle category. So when it comes to stats, shots on goal, face-offs, special teams, hits, and blocks, the Canucks did better than Ottawa, and therefore I think they were full value for the win tonight. They were indeed the better team. Obviously, I like I said, Tyler Motte's game, very noticeable in his first game back. 17 minutes of ice time. JT Miller took 2 penalties, but he had 2 points. Also, Horvat had a quiet 2 points, both of them assists. So good games for both of those guys. Although that Miller line, well, actually, I'll save that for what I didn't like. And I did like the defenseman chipped in, Schmidt with a goal, Hughes and Hamnick with 1 assist each. And I'm just looking at the ice time too as we're here. McEwen only had 8 minutes, and Virtanen only had 9 minutes, and Harlock had less than 8 minutes. But overall, I think a lot of the Canucks played really well. Motte made a big difference, even though he didn't factor on the score sheet. Well, he got that 1 assist, but I thought Miller was quite noticeable. I thought Besser was quite noticeable too. Quinn Hughes was just okay, but overall, I like the overall play, and not so much individual play, but I like the team play, especially on special teams. What I didn't like, a couple things. I didn't like the fact that the Canucks couldn't score on that 5-on-3. They could have really put the game away there, making it from 2-1 to at least 3-1, but instead they don't score, and then Ottawa ties it up right afterwards. So that could have been a game changer for sure. On the 5-on-3, they held good control, but too predictable. It was just Besser, Miller, and Hughes across the top. They rarely worked the puck to Horvat in the bumper, or not once to Pearson down low. 5-on-3 against a third-string goalie. Shoot the puck, create rebounds, create traffic. Remember, you have 2 more guys than the other team. It's a 5-on-3. So you should get shots at Hoberg, make him make a save, and then jam away at the rebounds. We know that Pearson is really good at that. So that's one thing I think they could have done better. But really, I'm not going to complain too much. Maybe you could argue that the Canucks were a little bit undisciplined as well, because obviously taking 6 minor penalties. And I guess the only other thing is, not sure about that second line. I don't think Zach McEwen is good enough to play on the second line. So was he that much better than Jimmy Vesey? I don't think so. McEwen got only 8 minutes of ice time and only 1 shot on goal. I'm just looking at the stats right now. 1 shot on goal and 3 hits. So at least he had 3 hits. But I'm not. If you're only going to play him 8 minutes, I know there's a lot of power play time, a lot of special teams time. I'm not sure if that's the best place for him. So maybe Jimmy Vesey gets a look after taking a 1-game break. One other thing. Well, we don't want to get too excited about playoffs. We know that the Canucks still have some work to do, but with with Calgary beating Montreal once again, it's starting to get a little interesting. We are only 8 points behind Montreal with 5 games in hand. So we win outright, we're actually ahead of them. So 8 points behind Montreal with 5 games in hand. And we are only 4 points behind Calgary with 6 games in hand. So I don't even look at Calgary, even though Calgary's helping us by beating Montreal. I don't even think about them for the playoff race. I do have my eyes set on Montreal. So it's certainly doable. With more victories like this, Canucks back to 500, 41 points in 41 games. Canucks fans, let me know what you liked. I liked a lot of things, mostly the team game. Tell me what you didn't like. For me, the 5-on-3 power play. And tell me one other thing. For me, it's the Canucks reviving their playoff hopes. And on the day that they win in my favorite score, 4-2, I don't even predict it. I said 4-1, so I was only off by 1 goal. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you didn't like. Tell me one other thing. And I hope that you join me on my post-game live stream a few minutes from now, 10:15 on YouTube, where we can talk about this all together. In the meantime, subscribe if you'd like to, like this video if you'd like to, become a member of this channel if you'd like to. Shout out to my Hall of Fame members, Jens95, Sim Alexander, Justin Credible, nucksfan number 29, Lucas Gates, Chris S., and Adam Broomfield. Thanks for your support, and thanks to the support members of all levels. You're listed in my video description. Become a member of the CCC Crew by pressing the join button underneath this or any of my videos, or on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.